Okay, so I'm going to talk really quick about how to get your, say if you're a teacher and you want your iPad to be displayed on a smartboard. I'll talk about the program we use to use that. First you need a couple things. You obviously need the smartboard with a projector. You need a desktop computer that's hooked up to that smartboard. And you need a wireless internet connection and an iPad. And your iPad needs to be hooked up to that wireless internet connection, which I'm assuming your desktop would also be hooked up to that. Now the program that we're going to use to what we call mirror the iPad is called AirServer. Now what you're going to want to do is already have it pulled up here, but if you open a new tab, just Google AirServer. It should be the first one that comes up. You just click on AirServer. Here's the website. Then you can go and click download, which will bring you to different options if you have a Mac or a PC, the different options you have to buy it. It might be a good idea to buy the 7-day trial, and then you can download that. You just need an email, and that will work. So what I've done already is I've registered for that trial. And I'm going to hit, and this is what the link will bring you to, that AirServer sends you an email, and then you click on that link in the email and that will bring you to this page. Now you're going to want to click download now, and you can see it, that brings up our little download guy here. And this is going to be your activation code, whatever's up here. So mine's just going to be that email. So there's real time here, going through here. Almost there. Good, so now AirServer is downloaded. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to run it. And I'm just installing AirServer. Now a couple prerequisites for AirServer is that you need iTunes to be installed and downloaded. And here's the spot here, activation. I've bought the activation code, so I'm going to put my activation code there, which happens to be my email right now. And I'll hit next, 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 just finishing installing. It shouldn't take too long to install. Just getting there. Yes. And you might need administrator approval to download AirServer at your school. Just depends where you're at. So it should be just finishing up here now. Alright, so now I'm going to launch AirServer. Now AirServer is running. I've downloaded it, I've installed it. I have to put in my, let's see, my email here. So I will activate it. It's only a 7-day trial. AirServer has been activated. Now say you were to buy it, they'd send you an email with an actual code and you could activate it up to 3 computers. So now if you notice, in the bottom right hand corner we have our status bar of things, my Dropbox, wireless, Google Drive, that sort of thing. AirServer pops up. So AirServer is running in the background. There is some settings in here. You don't really have to worry about it. Now something kind of cool happens. So my iPad is now connected to the internet. So I have that hooked up. So I got my iPad. Now I'm going to bring up the bottom menu now. So you bring up the bottom menu, and I don't know if you can see, but down here a little thing that comes up says AirPlay. I'm going to hit AirPlay, brings up a menu. It says mainly PC. That's the desktop computer I'm on right now. So I'm going to hit mainly PC, and mirroring, I'm going to hit it to turn it on. Now it just happened is on my computer, the screen came up with my iPad screen. So maybe you can see this. It'll be kind of, well, you can see it on the screen. Right, so now my iPad's up here. Now whatever I do on my iPad, including audio, is going to come through the desktop. And since our desktop is hooked up to the smartboard, whatever's displayed on our desktop will be on the smartboard. So say, for example, I want to open up a program, Class Dojo. I logged in, say I have a class. I'll go into there with that class, or say I'm working on a presentation for elementary music. I can bring this up. I can log in, do Prezi, or I can do all sorts of things like this application. Whoops. As you can hear, the music comes through. You can do all sorts of fun things, you know, with the apps you have. So, lots of fun opportunities. Exit out of that. Yeah, so that's pretty much the basics. You might run into some problems with Air Server if your iTunes isn't quite up to date or if other things aren't happening. But that's pretty cool, and then it frees you up because you're wireless, you have your iPad, you can walk around the classroom and have an engaging lesson that way too. I think that's pretty much it.